most definitely. All right, so man, as you guys can see, man, big surprise. I have the homie Dank here, man, one of my favorite customizers. And you're more than just a customizer. I think I feel like I'm discrediting you a little bit by saying that. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I do customize shoes, but yeah, I mean, I to the point now where I've gone past just painting shoes and now I'm making shoes from scratch.
Right.
So it's not necessarily like customizer, it's not cobbler, because cobbler like repairs shoes. I do that as well. But now I'm on to actually making shoes from scratch as well.
So literally, while we're into it right now, now besides just painting sneakers, and you said that you basically do like a deconstruct or whatever.
Yeah.
What is the whole full arsenal of work that you actually do?
Yeah. So I mean, if you were looking to get, 300 pairs with your logo made, we can do that. Like just your logo on some Air Force Ones, we can do that. Or if you wanted a pair of Jordan 4s made out of your wife's favorite Louis Vuitton bag, we can do that. So like we can cover the entire gamut of, just minimal customization on a large scale to like the most intricate, fully remade shoe out of the craziest materials you can imagine.
And so, because I guess we never really talked about it. How long, Dank, have you actually been, and what did you start off with? What was like the first sneaker that just really had you like, yo, I think I can do this?
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, my brother always had way cooler shoes and he was 10 years older. And I got really hooked in '96 on the Penny 2. And that's when it clicked that I was really into shoes. And I was also into like surfing and stuff like that. So I had Vans, Airwalks, all kinds of shit too. And I was into basketball. So I was like
all around.
Yeah, I was across two totally different, styles. But I would get like my mom's nail polish and like paint the Airwalks and the Vans, back then. I would also draw shoes, like actually like on paper and design my own stuff. And my mom would send that stuff to Nike. Yeah, like as a young kid. But like that was just kind of for fun.
Yeah.
But I think it really occurred to me that like I could make shoes or paint on shoes and do good at it when I was actually painting portraits of shoes on canvas. So I'd paint, like, say your favorite shoe, you wanted a painting of it hanging on your wall. Like I would paint that, and then people started getting, a following from that, and then I started realizing, man, if I can paint a shoe on canvas, then I can paint on a shoe. So I started buying shoes at thrift stores and stuff like that.
Okay.
Figuring out what paint works right, and it's just always a process. And even still to this day, like I learn new things every day. Like if I'm working on a project and I'm not trying to do something that I've never done before, then I should probably like turn it up a notch.
So, and then you actually, because I know you actually do like deconstructs and different things like that or whatever. Obviously, you had to learn how to sew. Like, how did you like learn, or how did you get into that? Obviously,
I got thrown into it.
Okay.
So I was doing hand sewing.
Oh, word?
Just like on tongue tags.
Okay.
Maybe like make my own tongue and put it in a shoe. I was doing that kind of thing, and then the Kobe 9 came out, the high.
Okay.
And I ended up getting a pair of the Kobe 9 highs early and cutting them to low top.
Okay.
And I had to re-sew a whole interior in and shorten the tongue and re-sew it in. And I was doing all that by hand. And then when I posted that, like it went viral.
Wait, without a sewing machine,
I did it, without a sewing machine.
Wow.
I did it all by hand. And then I went viral, and then I was charging $225 a pop to convert the shoe to a low. And people were like hammering down my emails, wanting to know. And
hold on, let's not get it twisted. $225 at that time, and even right now, that's a super plug right there.
Yeah.
For this man's work.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's just an alteration at the end of the day, but like, the alteration is as much as the shoe itself. But anyway, people were going crazy wanting their shoes converted to a low. And before you know it, Christmas comes around. The what the release is, everybody wants the what the converted to low. So like by New Year's, I had like 40 conversions that I had to do, and it's by hand. It's taken me hours to do each one. So through my uncle, I met a guy that did sewing and stuff, and I went to his place, and he had a machine that could do that kind of work. And I brought one of the shoes. I was like, here's what I want to do. And like he finished one in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes, whereas it would take me 2 or 3 hours. And I was like, what do you want for your machine? Like, I'll buy it right now. And I bought his machine, took it home, and just forced myself to learn, because between there, New Year's and February, I probably converted 250 pairs of Kobe's.
Like with no training by him or anything, you learned on your own.
Training.
So the day that you went or whatever, you learned by looking at him.
That was my training. That was my like crash course to learn how to sew.
Was it a lot of do-overs or mess ups or whatever?
A ton, yeah. And it was a lot of like cutting the upper off and then using the leftover piece to just learn how to sew with the leftover, throw that away, and then then work on the shoe. Getting used to different materials and thicknesses. And, it was,
I see a lot of guys now, besides doing like deconstructs, they also do like, I know you probably do it too, like the Louis Vuitton wristbands. All that say. So I see a lot, especially at
my boy right here.
Exactly. So the lighter case and everything like that, because most definitely, especially at SneakerCon, like just in DC last week, like I saw maybe like 8 different custom booths that had them. That are also YouTubers as well. You know, like Sneakerhead in the Bay, Sneakerhead in the Bay. Like I see so many different people doing it. So it's like it's phenomenal to see, you know, the transition, I guess you can kind of say, or the evolution. You know, whatever. So
I've done wallets, I've done passport holders, I've done the lighter covers, I've done like dog leashes, you know, collars. You know, my dog Penny's in an MCM collar that I made her. You know, but like I don't put it out there that like I'm doing that like for like on my shop or anything like that. But I do it like if friends ask, you know, or something like that, or for myself, I'll do it. But that's all fun stuff to do. But these guys doing it, you know, I don't want to take part in their business. You know, they're hustling doing that. I'll stay in my own lane. But you know, and you got to have a very detail-oriented mind when you're doing that kind of stuff too, because like it's such a small thing. You know, your margin for error is very small too. So you got to be be perfect when you're doing that kind of stuff.
I remember the first time we met, Dank, was I had just moved to San Antonio, and I was probably about a good 48 hours here. And we met at Sneaks Up, and it was me and my wife, and I forget what number Sneaks Up that was.
Oh, it was early. It was like 3 or 4,
it was something like that.
Years ago, like 7, 8, 10, maybe.
Dank had the most. It was very simple, but I'm very detail oriented too. So I saw a shirt that they had on. I didn't know who this man was at all. And so you had on your black shirt, and you had yourself on it, and then like something else. And you were like, oh yeah, I got it made at like, I forgot where you said you got it made at or something. But it basically was like, it was an iron-on. And I was like, yo.
It was, do you
remember?
I do. I made that the night before. I printed it out and ironed it on. But it was a Air Max 1 with a plus sign and then a hamburger and then equals, and then I had my face on it. I remember that.
That's how far back. It's not really that long ago, but that's how far back.
That was a long time ago.
It was about, I think it was about 5 years ago.
No, it was way longer.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, when did you move here?
No, that was 6 years ago. Because this would be year number 6.
It was longer than that.
It was year number 6, So unless you recreated and made it and you did it over.
No, but I did wear that shirt for a while, so maybe I wore it another year. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like longer. Wow.
That was actually 6 years ago. Because it was 2013, maybe 14, but I believe it was 13. It was 14. Matter of fact, it was 14 because Sneaks Up was on a Saturday, I think, or Sunday. It was one of the two. And we had just moved here that Friday.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It was like
You were fresh here.
Yeah, seriously. So most definitely, I didn't even know who you were.
Yeah.
And then later after the fact, getting meeting Norm that same day, and then finding out who you were, it was like that was just crazy. That was nothing but the atmosphere with it.
Serendipitous.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. If you guys don't know who this is, once again, make sure you guys check out DANK. DANK your social media. What is it again?
Yeah, it's jwdanklefs. So jwdanklefs. You can go to dankandco.com. Really, if you just type in JWD on Instagram, I'll pop right up. So.
Yeah. And he also has some crazy merch too. So make sure you guys check out his merch. And then also as well, one more thing, DANK, who have you worked with in the industry, like as far as the NBA, whatever, NFL? I know you work with a few different people.
Yeah, the entire Spurs team. We 2 years ago in the finals, the entire team on court was wearing my shoes. Literally the entire team, every single person was in my shoes for the finals. So
what year was that?
It was 2 years ago.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got beat first round.
Yeah.
Not the finals, I guess the playoffs.
Yeah.
But and then LeBron, D-Wade, Kawhi had like 50 pairs that I had done for him. But then we've done stuff for everybody from like Jay-Z and P. Diddy. We're just right now we just did stuff for John Mayer, and we're on JoJo Siwa. You know who JoJo Siwa is? We just did stuff for her. She played here last night. We got stuff with Quavo and Finish Line coming up. We got stuff with Post Malone.
We actually did the same thing. Where we worked with Quavo. That was our first collaboration we did with Finish Line.
For
the 15.
Yeah.
So
was that for school?
Yeah, that was for school.
What we're doing.
Really? Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
So maybe we'll get you back in on that. Get some laces in there too.
Hey, you guys, please.
Yeah.
Because almost definitely we're trying to get back in again, and we most definitely that was a phenomenal. That was big for us, to be honest with you. That was big for us. So yeah, most definitely we can get that extra word. Appreciate it, DANK. Y'all got it on camera. So most definitely, once again, make sure you guys check out DANK, man. Very good guy, very good friend, man. Very much appreciate you throughout the years, man. And we'll see you guys later, man. Peace.